Hi guys, it's Ubby here, and today we're going to take a tour of my flat world. This is a tour of my flat world as of July 25th, 2023. We're going to start over here where the 4 torches are. This marks 0, 0, the spawn point. And you spawn in front of this quartz building. Enter through these mangrove doors. You don't need to follow in this way, but this is the first thing on our list. This is almost every wooden item, and this has been expanded for 1.19 and then 1.20. So this is oak. I'll just do the order with oak. This may not apply to say crimson and warped. I believe those are the only two. And then hanging signs are new wooden item that belongs to all wood types. Those have been hung on this nice little thing with the endpoints being 2 pillars or 3 block tall pillars of oak or froglight. Sorry about the cut, but the order is planks, fences, fence gates, stairs, doors, trapdoors, slabs, log, stripped log, wood, stripped wood, leaf, sapling, which is an item frame usually, but then for cherry, I believe I put it in. Yeah, I put it in a plant pot, a flower pot. I mean, a sign which is blank on either side. Regular boat, chest boat, button, and pressure plate. They have a different sound, as you can tell. Same thing with spruce, birch, jungle, acacia. Cherry could have gone over here. Then you have dark oak, crimson, which is slightly different, warped, and mangrove. And then over to this side here, on this new wing, you have cherry, bamboo, and all of the hanging signs, all 11. Yep. There are now 11 wood types in Minecraft. Oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, mangrove, cherry, bamboo, crimson, and warped. And before their update, there were only 9. And I started playing Minecraft when there were like about 6. Just these 5 in dark oak. And then you can exit through the back entrance to go see the rest of the creations. Alternatively, you could like walk around it or fly over it, the building. This was the first thing I built as part of this flat world. This was originally going to be just for this building, but then I figured, I'm going to put all my creations here. And this is a horrible prototype of my PC. Every time I see this, I cringe over it because this is not how my PC looks. This is not the same configuration as I thought it would be. It has changed since this was built. Drastically, actually. So let's start from top left, and we'll go down to bottom right. So first we got 3 storage drives. I believe that's a blue SSD, an empty port, and then this green that's a blue hard drive, an empty port, and a green SSD. And then there's another green hard drive here. Over here, you got a blue... Wait, no, this is a blue SSD, sorry. Here's a blue hard drive, and then this Prism drive, no idea what it is. That orange dot over there is the CPU. You got your PCIe slots with gold block connectors, and then you have this stupid jumper cable that goes to this 2060. Anyway, that is it. Oh, also, moving on to this is where the power supply is supposed to go. There are no fans. What the heck is this? You've got a block of dried kelp right here. And that's where your power button is. Or power switch. Moving on. You guys can watch that part of the video over and over if you'd like. I'd appreciate it, but it's fine. Moving on to the 2 school buses. This one came from another world. It was actually put in here using the Amulet World Editor once this world was put to the transferred to the PC. This bus is original to this world. This was built in it. So you can go in through these fence gates, and you can enter the bus with this staircase. Got another set of staircase here, and right here is your driver's seat. Almost looks like a weird throne. Your weird steering wheel, because you got your red warning light, your red warning light indicator on the left side, and your amber warning light indicator on the right side. You got no switch panel. This is weird. But don't worry, it's the best I could build a school bus in Minecraft. If you go down this 1 block wide aisle for a couple blocks, then it widens to 2 blocks, and you got some seats that are in a zigzaggy pattern. And then they straighten out once you get further back. Each seat has windows. You got the left side, the driver's side going facing the PC, the passenger side facing away from the PC. Maybe towards that school bus. And then if we go to the back here, these are the back seats. You can see clearly into that bus and to that building. And then this is where the engine goes. This is modeled after an ICRE school bus. I'll put a picture in the video. And then, sorry about opening and closing that door 3 times. You got your engine access door here, which is supposed to be 1 block, 1 block wide and tall, but it's 2 blocks tall in this our case. And then this is supposed to be a Cummins L9, but it's actually not. And the back of the bus just looks like this. You got nothing here, nothing here. Moving on to the better part of the build. Actually, not yet. You got this worse school bus here. This is supposed to be an FE school bus. Both of these are type Ds. This one actually has rims on it. This one's just plain black wheels. And these are actually 2x2 wheels. These are actually just 1x1. So this might be like a... This is a considerably smaller bus. You have your black rebels extending all the way to the back. Turn signal. You got your brake signal and your 2 reverse lights. Same thing on the other side. You got your red and amber warning lights. I think here on the back, there are no like turn signals, brake signals, reverse lights. None of that. So this bus is actually a little bit better. And then you also got a back door. There's a side door on this bus because it's an RE. This is where the side door is located. It's not too obvious, but you guys might not be able to find it. I can't get in through it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see there are like 3 seats in front, and then you got your side door, 3 seats in the back. I probably should add a fence gate here instead of a fence, but you know, I might do that. This bus is empty, has no seats in it, no driver controls, no easy access method. It's just got this, which is where the grill is. You couldn't even drop through here because these are glass panes and I didn't use solid blocks. This one also has... Wait, no, this one doesn't, but... You see, it doesn't. But this RE has a little sunshade here. And also the windshield is a bit of a weird... Is in a bit of a weird shape, but I quite like it. It looks modern. You got your front turn signals and your headlights. If it looks more like an Amtran instead of an IC or just like some kind of other bus, just let me know in the comments. And this one even has a fuel tank door, which that one doesn't have. You can see the engine actually goes down, penetrates through the bottom of the bus, which is supposed to be there. Got this weird light gray stained glass pane window for the driver, and then you just got a whole strip of glass panes going down each passenger side. Both buses have a white roof. This one's a bit longer, which is ideal. This is just a mini bus. Sorry about that. And yeah, those are just the 2 school buses. Moving on to the next part, which is this. If I go under here, the sky actually darkens because I'm standing under a huge piece of sculk. And then if I exit, the sky reverts to normal. And I have this whole thing covered in torches. This is actually at y equals 4, I'm pretty sure. It was going to be at 0, but then I pushed it 4 blocks high because this is supposed to be like a bit of a marker. Oh no, this is at y equals 0. This is the only way up and down. You got your little elevator here. It's a glass elevator, but you can literally see nothing out of it. So let's go in, and it's a 60 block journey up because you go from the ground floor to the sculk table-like structure with 5 legs because this elevator shaft looks like 1. Again, some of these builds were made for fun. Some of these builds are just, I actually thought of it before building it. Some of these builds are just, you know, why not do it? This is how it looks. You got, decent views. I'm sitting on top of the fence, but yeah, you can't really see, these clearly because of the fence. And then over here you got, a couple other creations that I'll get to. And your same thing over here. See, if I stand over this, the sky is normal. If I stand under it, however, it's just weird. Let's go back down. Almost there, and here we are. Now moving on to some of the better creations. So first you got this line of Macintoshes. Wait, no. Before that, we're going to do this miscellaneous line here first. So first is the Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X house. You got your green decoration up top with tinted glass. You have your eject button and your DVD drive. There's sheep. You got this big tall light and whatever this is. Oh, this is where the DVD drive and power button are there. Actually a single pillar, but this is the separate. This block is not showing. It's just there to support the eject button, even though it could just hang. You got your ceiling that goes like drips down. Not drips down, but like it dips down. That's what I meant to say. See the top. Moving on to the Xbox Series S. This is not a house. This is actually there's actually nothing inside of here. Like if I break these 2 blocks and I fix it back up, that's it. Moving 1 items. That's so cool. MINE-opoly came from another flat world. This is a Monopoly Ultimate Banking game board that was recreated inside of the video game Minecraft. So you can see I laid out all of the properties, event spaces, location spaces, corner spaces, everything. Including this little gold space where the banking unit's supposed to be set down. It's actually perfectly in the middle. Like these 4 blocks are the center. Yeah. Let's take a look at the game board. This is Go. It's supposed to be an arrow, but you know. I could put like a I could put like an arrow of healing with instant health, 1 or 2. And then I could put an item frame. That would generally be better, but hey, I built this years ago. Anyway, this was imported to this world using Amulet, so yeah, here we go. Here's 1 event, 2 event, 3, 4, location 5. This is in jail. This gold space should be orange. Just visiting is on the outside. 6 event, 7, 8, 9, 10, location 11, free parking. 12 event, 13, 14, 15, 16, location 17. This is go to jail. 18 event, 19, 20 event, 21, location 22, and then back to go. Next thing's over here. This is a Dover Impulse, well, custom Dover Impulse elevator car panel. You can see you got, I'm gonna go from bottom to top on this one. This is where the phone box would generally go, but I left it open. An opening, this is just the back of it. Polished andesite because I could use iron blocks. Sorry for the cut, but now we're gonna look at this Dover Impulse car panel. Starting off with the top, you have your indicator. It's currently on its, wait, is it 8 long? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be 7 long. It's on its second position. This was probably done for like structural stuff like the fire service and buttons. More on that later though. You have your Dover logo. This could be like Nashville Machine or Marshall, depending on where you're from. Yeah. Sorry about the amount of cuts in this video, but you have your emergency light here, capacity. In Canada they write it in kilograms, which is kind of cool, like 1135 kilograms. Call cancel, and then you have your key switches here, like your fire service, and this is supposed to be your fan key switch and stuff like that, but I just put it in the fire service row for no reason. You got your 2 rows of buttons here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This came from another world if you're asking. Door open, alarm, stop run, door close. This is rear door open and rear door close, I would imagine. Yeah, because that's supposed to be a key switch. These sideways pillar quartz blocks. These bone blocks are supposed to be the buttons. I think this is rear door open and rear door close, so I don't even know where this came from. I just built it out of my own imagination, but, you know. Do you like it or not? Anyway, moving on to the next line, which will be, you might recognize these. The Macintosh computers. So, I'm just going to go quickly down the line. You have a 27-inch iMac Intel model with Magic Keyboard with Numeric Keypad Magic Mouse 2 when it was the Magic Mouse 2. You got just a standard silver with black keyboard MacBook. Mac Pro House, which is pretty cool. You can just enter through here. And then you have your 6 pillars of lights. I thought it was 4 for some reason. You got your M1 Mac Mini. This is not the M2 Mac Mini because I think the M2 Mac Mini is slightly thinner and bigger. I'm pretty sure. I do not know. 2018 Mac Mini, the only space gray model ever sold. iMac Pro, 27-inch. You got your space gray Magic Keyboard with Numeric Keypad, space gray Magic Mouse 2. These were an exclusive to this computer before they started being sold separately, and you could use them with like any iMac or MacBook or even a Windows or Linux computer. You got your standard space gray with black keyboard MacBook here with the black trackpad, even though that's not supposed to be there. Power Mac G4 Cube. Which is interesting. This is the only Mac that uses the Power PC architecture in this line. And you got your, you probably guessed it, 2021 M1 iMac with the Magic Keyboard and Numeric Keypad, Magic Trackpad, and Magic Mouse. They took the number off of it. This is not the only computer running on the Apple Silicon architecture because you have the M1 Mac Mini right here. And that's pretty much the Macintosh line. Move on to our final line, the Park Roanoke line. Elevator enthusiasts, you should watch this section too. So first off, this section is incomplete because there are only 3 of the 7 garages have been built. So we're gonna start off with Elmwood. You got your exit here, entrance here. I wonder what that was. You have, I think it's like deep dark noises because I have sculk, I don't know. Decorative elevator, this actually has nothing in it. If I show you in spectator mode, there's actually nothing in here. I'm just gonna go back down because I don't want to spawn bats here. Game mode 1. Yep, you can still use number game modes on Bedrock Edition. Except 3 is the only one that won't work. You can't use game mode SP, even though you could for a short time, but they took it out. So 0, 1, 2, SCA, and then the whole word, Survival, Creative, Adventure, and Spectator. They should have 3 and SP back. Or 3 in and SP back. And moving on to the rest of the floors, let's look at the color scheme. 1 and 5 are white. So 1 is white, 2 is red, 3 is black, 4 is green, and then 5 again is white. 5 used to be gray, but it had gotten... Well, but when the Elmwood garage got a paint job, it was white. And then moving on to the roof of the elevator room and the elevator shaft, you have this birch door, which actually goes over to the 4th floor of the market parking garage, which is supposed to simulate the pathway to the SunTrust Bank building. This is probably what I'm most proud of in this line, the market parking garage. This is actually by far my favorite parking garage from the Park Roanoke garages. Again, your Church Avenue decorative elevator. It's a single slide door. It does say elevator now. This floor used to be yellow. All the floors used to have like this brick red at one point, but in 2012 in Diesel Ducey's 2000th video, he showed off the new colors. When this was yellow, but then in 2016 with the Hampton Inn, these were painted blue. Now moving on to the rest of the garage, you can see the Luck Avenue decorative elevator, also known as the rear elevator or the Chewbacca motor, stuff like that. You can see you got another pedestrian entrance, your car exit, your car entrance. The color coding system works like this. So ground is now dark blue. It used to be yellow. 1 is yellow, 2 is cyan, 3 is orange, 4 is blue, 5 is pink, and 6 is purple. Let me just get a good look at that. You can see on 4, that's the pathway to the SunTrust Bank building that I showed you guys earlier. That goes to the roof of the Elmwood Park garage. Again, it's supposed to simulate the SunTrust Bank building pathway, but I obviously couldn't build that because there was no SunTrust Bank building to connect to. So that's why I ended up using what I had and make it a roof access for the Elmwood parking garage. Now moving on to the center and the square garage. This one does not have a color coding system, sadly. You got your car exit, car entrance, your pedestrian entrance. So the elevator doors say elevator and then the floor number, but obviously I couldn't simulate that in Minecraft, so it's just white door frames and a blue, cyan door. I did forget to tell you guys the elevators that are in here. So this is the Elmwood Park garage with the Wandering Trader in it. This used to be a U.S. hydraulic elevator, but was modernized by ThyssenKrupp in 2015. Originally installed in '85, so 30 years before modding. The Market Parking Garage has 2 still original 1993 Dover Impulse in-ground hydros with the dry-powered pumps that everybody knows and loves. You have an awesome glass view. The glass is simulated on the side with this elevator, and then on the other side with that elevator because, you know, it's in such a weird shape. I did the best I could. These may not look like exact replicas, but they're the closest I could to modeling the exact garage. Obviously, I didn't build a Hampton Inn on top because that would take a lot of work, and I don't know all the rooms that are there. And then the center of the square garage has a now like over 40-year-old 1981 Dover traction elevator, geared traction. Has not been modernized yet. Still original, still a good runner. It's glass. I'm actually surprised how they installed the traction here because, you know, Dover's known for awesome hydros, but this one still runs amazingly well. Now looking at the rest of the garage, this is like your average intermediate floor. 3, 4, and 5 is actually open and fenced up. You can get good views of the Macintosh line from this garage, which is pretty cool. So the Macintosh line was actually recreated by hand from that world to this world, and then the Park Roanoke garages, once transferred to the PC, they were pasted in, along with that bus over there. So yeah. Here's a good view of almost everything in the world. Let me just go a little bit this way, so you can see everything clearly. But yeah, that's about it. It's my Flat World Tour for July 25th, 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe for the algorithm, and yeah, see you next video.